Hi, I'm Staff Sergeant Joseph Vigil, and this time of year we like to look back at some of our favorite stories that we've been a part of over the past year. The Naples area has kept us pretty busy with all the sporting events, the special guest visits, all the travel pieces. Now I know for me I had a hard time narrowing down my favorite story, but what about you, Josh? What was your favorite story?
My favorite story would definitely have to be the one where I followed a bunch of community members as they roller skated. What really surprised me was that they were all dressed up as superheroes.
Today is superhero theme. Every Monday we have a different theme that we just have fun dressing up as and make sure we're very visible when we skate.
Safety is a main concern for these skaters, but it's not just about the flashy costumes. It's a great way to get outside and get in shape in the process.
We are just a group of people who love to skate, love to hang out and be outside and hang out with our families and have fun. That's all it is.
And if you're interested in skating but have never done it before, there is something you should keep in mind.
One of the things I would tell a brand new skater is to not be afraid. We all fall. That's why we wear the pads and the helmets that we do.
I have padded shorts. In the beginning they were quite handy as I was falling pretty often.
The group welcomes all wheels, from bikes to scooters. It's a fun and safe way to exercise. Petty Officer Joshua Nistis, Naples, Italy.
Yeah, that was a great story. I really enjoyed watching that one. What about you, Joy? What was your favorite story?
You know, my favorite story was the one that I did on Marine Sergeant Maja Patterson. It actually coincided with Women's History Month, which was great because she's making history here in Naples. She's very passionate about her job and loves what she does, so it was really cool to follow her around to see what she does on a day-to-day basis. Marine Sergeant Maja Patterson is an international military policewoman at Joint Force Command Naples.
The thing about being a police officer, we get to interact with everybody. I'm a people person, so, and as a military police officer, you are a public servant, you know. So even those days you just want to scream and pull your hair out dealing with some people, you can't do that.
But her job doesn't just entail meeting people, it's about creating an image as well.
Just trying to set, you know, an example, or a good example of, you know, American leadership and hospitality.
A unique opportunity in Naples for Sergeant Patterson, since no other female has done so before her.
It was very strange because initially I didn't look at it like that. I was just like, okay, I'm going to be the first female military police officer. So I was like, it wasn't even necessarily a fact of pressure because I'm going to uphold my Marine Corps traditions and standards.
Sergeant Patterson may be the first in Naples, but that doesn't mean she's going to be easy to follow.
Thank you. I'm very proud to have been the first, and I hope I set the bar high enough so somebody can say, okay, she did these things, she was this type of person, I want to be like that.
And it's this attitude that allows Sergeant Patterson to make history as she paves the way for future female international military police. Tech Sergeant Joy Meek, Naples, Italy.
Yeah, that was a great story. I really enjoyed doing stories on interesting people like that. And Omar, you had an interesting person to do a story on, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. His name is Raymond Fernandez. He's a local tennis coach here in the community. The reason I really enjoyed shooting the story about him is because he reminded me of my grandma who introduced me to the game of tennis. He also was just a great person to interview and had a really big love for the game.
Raymond Fernandez helped serve up the idea to create the Apache Ray Tennis Club that inspires community members to get up off their couch and enjoy the outdoors.
Now, I've been teaching tennis for about 20 years. I can show them technique, right? How to hold a racket, how to swing the racket. They swing and they keep missing, and you show them how to actually put the ball, the racket on the ball. You can see the light bulbs go off and say, wow.
The program not only teaches a good forehand, but it also brings a healthy lifestyle.
Let's change it up a bit. The life lesson is really, if you stay physically fit,
good job.
It has an impact on your diet, it has an impact on the way you interact with people. I mean, what more can you ask for?
Coach Ray gave the game of tennis new meaning to military families here in Naples and encourages others to get out there and hit a ball.
I think it's going to be great if more people come out and just participate. I don't want anyone ever to come to Naples again and say, I can't find a tennis player. One more, last chance. The hope is that tennis will grow so that other people that come to Naples, like I did a year and a half ago, will not look around and say, Where do I find a tennis player? They're going to be all over the place. The club will be here because there's enough members and interest, okay, that the club will sustain itself.
Though love in the game of tennis means nothing, to Ray it means everything. Petty Officer Omar Dominguez, Naples, Italy.
Now we really do get to meet some cool people and see some great places in our travels. And John, I know you got to travel pretty well for this next story.
I sure did. I got to travel down to Africa, Douala, Cameroon to be exact, to participate in Obangami Express 2011. Now I stayed aboard the Belgian Navy ship Godacia, shooting various exercises each day. And well, this next story in a nutshell is what Obangami Express is all about. For Central African and partnering navies participating in Obangami Express 2011, communication was paramount to its success.
There are 2 op centers that are working together, plus 2 task forces. In each task force, there is a range of 4 to 6 ships. Keeping the different communications frequencies open and working for all the participants is really important.
Coordinating how each ship would talk to the other was a huge hurdle before the exercise took place.
That was the main challenge when we were planning Obangami Express. I think we are on the way, but we have to do more.
Communication throughout the 2-day at-sea exercise proved to be trying at times, but was an intricate part. Reporting from the Gulf of Guinea aboard the Belgian Navy ship Godacia, I'm Petty Officer John Stratton.
Well, Joe, what was your favorite story of the year?
Oh, well, I had a hard time choosing my favorite story with all the travel pieces that I did, the presidential story in France, all the fascinating characters that I was able to feature, but in the end, it was definitely the passion of one woman that made me choose this story as my favorite.
It's an outlet where you can relax, you can enjoy something you're doing, and the end result is beneficial. I just enjoy it, I have fun. I'm Kristen Cobble-Morris, and I'm an artist that lives in Naples, Italy. I have been painting since 1999 on recycled items. I was painting on slate tiles, I was painting on old windows, the old wooden windows. And when I got here, you could find the green bottles on the side of the road. The Italians throw them out, and we like to collect them because they're old, they're different, and I've been painting on glass, and so I started painting on the damigianas. I've helped several women that like to stay home with their children to start up a hobby. I did it successfully for 10 years, and I stayed at home with my kids. My husband got deployed, and I continued to paint and take care of the children. But I made time for myself. I encourage people just to take time out to get creative, to enjoy life, to slow down a bit and enjoy the time you have here. I enjoy it, and I think that's what's important, I think we get so caught up in the everyday life of taking care of everyone else, and it's time that I take out for myself, and the end result is, it's just, you can sit back and look at what you've done and be happy about it.
Well, it's been a great year, and we look forward to telling more of your stories in the new year. From all of us here at AFN Naples, happy holidays.